Good morning, children. So today we are going to study about a new chapter, that is acids and bases and the salts, right? So what are acids? Some physical properties we will discuss first, and at the start of the chapter, after a few pages, we will study about the chemical properties of acids as well as bases. What are the acids? Acids are substances which have sour in taste, right? They turn blue litmus to red. They give H ions. You must have seen in hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid, they have H ion. H have front page. Prefix is H. So what is that? H ions, right? So they give H ions in aqueous solution. You have done in junior classes. Why they behave like acids? Because they have H ions in aqueous solution. What is meant by aqueous? What is meant by aqueous? Aqueous is
Ma'am, a solution which is
in water. Very good. Solution in water. The term acid has been derived from Latin word acidus, which means sour in taste, right? Now we will study about how many types of acids are there. There are two mainly types of acids, strong acids and weak acids. Strong acids, they are also called mineral acids. Please note down. Strong acids, they are also called mineral acids. Strong acids are mineral acids. For example, hydrochloric acid, H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. Please write down the formula as well as the name of it. HCl is hydrochloric acid, H2SO4 is sulfuric acid, and HNO3, that is nitric acid. What are the weak acids? Weak acids are acetic acid, oxalic acid, and lactic acid. Acetic acid is common name, CH3COOH is common name, that is acetic acid. But the IUPAC name, that is the chemical name, you have done IUPAC in your 9th class. What is IUPAC? International Union of
applied chemistry.
Pure and Applied
Pure and
Chemistry. Very
applied.
good. So they give the names to the chemicals. They have given the rules, right? So ethanoic acid is the IUPAC name of CH3COOH. Common name is acetic acid. There are some concentrated acids. Now these strong acids are very strong. So they may be very harmful for our skin, right? In detail, we will discuss in one topic. But here you need to understand what does it mean. There is concentrated acid. In lab, we keep two types of the acid. That is 10% concentrated acid, which are concentrated. Why concentrated? Because they have more number of H ions. Acid के ब्रैकेट में लिख लीजिए H ions. They have more number of H ions and less amount of water, because as I told you, pure acids are very strong. They are very harmful for our skin. Even in lab, if we are going to do any test from pure acids, that is 30% acids comes in our lab. They are only 30%. They are also not pure. 30% is acid and 70% is water. If we use that, the reaction may be very vigorous and that may cause many accidents also. That's why we avoid this and we make them somewhat dilute. So how we dilute? Please write down one example here. Concentrated acid. Suppose we have taken 100 ml. We want to prepare 100 ml of concentrated acid. 100 ml of concentrated acid will have 10 ml of acid, 10 ml of concentrated acid, which have come from lab to our chemistry lab, that is 30% acid, plus 90 ml we will take water. So in only in 10% of acid also, this is so strong that fumes comes out of it. When we use that concentrated acid, 10% acid, the fumes comes out, right? So they are very strong. These acids are very strong. Dilute acid, please write down in bracket, they are 5% solution. Generally we use in lab 5% dilute acid. In that we have 95 ml of water and 5 ml of acid only. Dilute acids are 5%, 5 ml acid and 95 ml water. That is in 100 ml solution. I'm telling you the constituency. Okay. Now, what are the bases? Bases are the substances which are bitter in taste, soapy to touch, right? They are soapy to touch. Therefore, due to this soapy property, soapy in touch property, they are very good cleaning agent, and therefore we use them in many cleaning agents, or we also use them in making soap, bathing soap, washing soap, detergents. In that we use bases. Many bases are used. NaOH, KOH, calcium hydroxide is not used. Ammonium hydroxide. They all are used in making soap, detergents, right? So bases are substances which are bitter in taste and soapy in touch. They turn red litmus to blue solution. You all know litmus solution is also there and litmus paper is also there. Paper is more convenient in junior classes, so we use paper. Otherwise, litmus solution hota hai, right? They give OH ion. Bases gives OH ion when they are dissolved in water. So we use in the lab also, again we use strong bases, dilute and concentrated bases, right? So bases ka bhi, because they may be very harmful, they are highly corrosive in nature, soapy in touch and bitter in taste, so they may be also very harmful. Strong bases we are talking about. What are the strong bases? NaOH, sodium hydroxide, common name for it is caustic soda. Potassium hydroxide, common name is potash soda. Potash soda. Calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide, you call it as slake lime or slake lime, or the aqueous solution of it is calcium hydroxide is known as lime water. Lime water. Do you remember? We used the solution in for whitewashing. Calcium hydroxide was used for whitewashing, right? So calcium hydroxide is lime water or slake lime. So children, we were talking about weak bases, that is ammonium hydroxide. Along with ammonium hydroxide, there are certain metals which are strong, but they are not soluble in water, thus they do not release OH ion. As we said in acid, that which release more H ion, they are strong acids. Similarly, the base which release more OH ion, they are strong bases. So aluminium, magnesium, they are highly reactive metals or low reactive metals?
Sodium is
They are high
Ma'am,
reactive,
highly reactive.
high reactive, right? So उनके bases भी strong होने चाहिए, but you will be surprised to know that they are not forming strong base because their metallic oxides are not soluble, completely soluble in water. Because they are not completely soluble in water, they do not release large number of OH ions, therefore they form weak base. So along with ammonium hydroxide, please write down here aluminium hydroxide. What will be the formula for it? Aluminium hydroxide का formula क्या होगा? Al. What is the valency of aluminium? 3.
Ma'am,
OH
AlOH.
1. तो क्या
मैं
होगा?
bracket में 3.
Ma'am, 3.
AlOH whole thrice. AH whole OH whole thrice. Aluminium hydroxide AlOH whole thrice. Right? Similarly, magnesium hydroxide. What will be the formula for magnesium hydroxide?
MgOH whole twice.
MgOH whole twice. Very good. Zinc hydroxide. Zinc is a moderately metal,
Zn.
but it forms a weak base. Yes, Zn.
ZnOH
Whole
ZnOH
twice.
OH
Zinc,
whole
zinc
twice.
also have two
whole
valency
twice.
beta. Zinc, magnesium, two valency हैं. So MgOH whole twice, ZnOH whole twice. Magnesium hydroxide, zinc hydroxide, they all form weak base because they are not completely soluble in water. So please write down along with this in your notes. They are not completely soluble in water. Therefore, they release less number of OH ions. They are not completely soluble in water. Thus, they release less number of OH ions. Therefore, they are called weak bases. Therefore, they are called. Now we will talk of alkalis. What are alkalis? Alkalis are the bases which are completely soluble in water. So we said strong bases are sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide because they are completely soluble in water, right? They are completely soluble. As they are completely soluble, so they release large number of OH ions, and when large number of OH ions are released, they are known as strong bases, right? Now, what are salts? We have done in junior classes also the compounds formed from the reaction of acids and bases. Many more reactions are there where we will learn in this chapter that they are also behaving like acids and base, metallic oxide, non-metallic oxide. So, the reaction between them is also forming salts. Salts are also various types. They are acidic also, neutral also, basic also. We will learn this in this chapter, right? Next part of the chapter we are going to is indicators. What are indicators? Indicators are the substances which change their color and smell in different types of substances, right? So they change their color. Either they change their color or we will study about olfactory indicators which change their smell in the acids or bases or different types of substances. If we want to identify that given two substances are whether acid or base, then we have to use these indicators. Some are natural indicators, for example, found in the nature in the plants, litmus, red cabbage leaves, extract of flowers of hydrogenia, turmeric, right? Rose, you can write here China rose also, hydrogenia or China rose. Hydrogenia is the biological name and China rose is the common name, hydrogenia, right? There are synthetic indicators which are man-made, artificially synthesized. So we were talking about synthetic indicators. These are man-made or made in the lab. For example, methyl orange and phenolphthalein. They changes the color in acids differently and bases differently. Olfactory indicators. What are olfactory indicators? They changes their odor, smell change कर लेते हैं बेटा, acid में change कर लेते हैं, bases में differently. So let us learn one by one these indicators. For example, we will learn about litmus solution. In junior classes, you have learned about litmus solution. Natural indicators, all these you have done in 7th or 8th class also. So, litmus solution changes to blue litmus, changes to red in acid, right? But in base, it remains the blue here. So, you do this one correction over here. Blue litmus solution changes to red in acidic medium and it remains blue in the base. But red litmus solution, it changes to blue in acid. Yeah, remains same. It remains
मैम ये
same.
acid
Ma'am,
Yes, it
remains
remains same. Red will remain same. Red ही रहेगा. And in base, it will change to
blue
red will
blue
change to blue in color. Very good, right?
blue
Similarly, flower of hydrogenia plant. You take lotus flower, this China rose flower, boil it in water. Very good activity, very interesting activity. You boil it in water and just put small amount of lemon juice in it. Lemon juice is also acidic in nature. We have discussed natural acids are also there. So the change of color will be blue. And if you will add some basic thing, so basic thing what is there at your home? कास्टिक सोडा, बेसिक सोडा, ये सब आपके घर तो नहीं है, but you have baking powder, baking soda at your home, which is basic in nature. Put a pinch of that. You will see that turn to pink in color. So this way, flower of hydrogenia or China rose gives also indicator. It behaves like a natural indicators. In acid, it changes to blue. In base, it changes to pink. Turmeric also, you have done this in very good experience. कि when you have a white shirt or any of the clothes, suppose the curry of you are eating some food item and the curry falls on your dress, on your uniform, then what happens, it shows the, when you rub it with soap, then it changes to red in color, but when you wash it with water, the red color goes away and the turmeric color also fades away. That is not what means, that soap have soap cutting or cleaning property. Just now I told you soap have cleaning property, therefore the bases are soapy in touch and they are used in soaps also, right? So turmeric changes to no change in color, yellow it will remain in yellow, but अगर आप लेमन उस टर्मरिक के ऊपर लगा दें, करी जो आपके ड्रेस पर गिरा है, तो आप क्या होगा, वो चेंज नहीं करेगा. But if you will put washing soda or you will put soap, washing soap, then it will get into red. When you rub it and wash it with water, that turmeric color also goes, fades away, right? 2-3 बार लगाना पड़ेगा, साफ हो जाएगा, right? Synthetic indicators. Synthetic indicators, we have phenolphthalein, that is changes to colorless in acid, and bases in base it changes to pink in color. Methyl orange in acid is changed to red in color, but in base it changes to yellow in color. So tomorrow I will show you these videos. Very interesting. You will learn about this. Onion. These now the indicators we are going to study is olfactory indicators. Olfactory means which changes its odor, smell change करते हैं, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to make the thin strips of cotton cloths and then we will dip in the onion extract. We will 2 strips we will dip in onion extract, 2 strips we will dip in vanilla essence, 2 strips we will dip in clove oil, right? But when we put acid on all these strips, suppose we put lemon juice on all these strips, 3 strips, the smell will remain same. The smell will not fade away. But if we put base, suppose we have soap at our home, then the smell will fades away. All of you agree to this? कई बार एक्सपीरियंस हुआ होगा कि आपने आइसक्रीम
Yes,
खाई
ma'am.
और आइसक्रीम आपके शर्ट पर गिर गई, आपके क्लोथ पर गिर गई, बट क्या बाद में स्मेल रहती है, बहुत कम रह जाती है, बहुत फेड अवे हो जाती है, बट अगर अच्छी तरह वॉशिंग करें तो दैट स्मेल गोज अवे. So that's way these essence also gives characteristic smell and thus they are known as olfactory indicators. I hope this is clear to you. Please ask your doubts if you have any.